How do you protect an entire hospital from a mad gunman? Okay, let's talk about it. I don't like the insinuation that this is somehow an unrealistic expectation or that it's not possible, because it absolutely is. Now, while we cannot ever prevent 100% of violent events, we can absolutely prevent the vast majority of them by putting basic security measures in place. When I tell you that hospitals, by and large, have no security, like, I don't think people appreciate that have never worked in a hospital. The public library has more security than a hospital at any given time, okay? Why is that? Because they do not value nurses and healthcare workers' lives, period. So they are not willing to spend any money. That's ultimately what it comes down to. All they need to do is put metal detectors at all of the entrances, not just one. They need to have those metal detectors manned 24/7. They need to have locked units where appropriate. And they need to have someone assigned whose responsibility it is to watch those entrances and exits, and not assign that to the nurse who is already overwhelmed going in a million different directions and has to stop every 2 minutes to answer a phone and screen someone and check ID and all that. They need to have panic buttons on all the units or with each individual employee. They need to have armed security. They need to have actual security that is like law enforcement, not a 90-year-old, 300-pound security guard that's going to take 45 minutes to respond, but like actual appropriate security that is held to a standard and response time. And they need to have a zero tolerance policy, not just a sign that they put on the wall to claim that they do, but to actually back it up. So when there are threats of violence, when something starts to escalate, that person is kicked out of the hospital and is not allowed to return. If they did those basic things, the vast majority of violence against healthcare workers would absolutely be eradicated. But again, they don't want to do that because it's going to cost them some money. And they are greedy and only care about their bonuses and their bottom line. And they do not value our lives. We are so utterly worthless to them that they have no plan nor a care in the world about keeping healthcare workers safe. That's the bottom line.